An algebraic expression is where we have numbers and variables together, like in this example here, and there's no equals mark anywhere. If there was an equals mark, it would be called an equation. So here I have numbers 2, 3, and 4, and beside them variables, which are our letters x, y, and z. And the way this particular expression is read is 2 times some number minus 3 times some different number plus 4 times some other number. And in order for us to do anything with this expression, we have to know what x, y, and z are equal to. So you're told to evaluate this expression if we know that x is 300, y is 25, and z is 225. So what we're going to do is replace each of the variables with the number that each variable equals. So I'm going to rewrite this expression and substitute each number in. So I'm going to write 2 times 300, and I'm going to use a dot for my time symbol. Since we're dealing with variables now, we don't want to use the x for multiplication because it gets confusing. Does the x mean multiplication or does the x mean a variable? So I'm just going to use a dot for times. Though you can also use parentheses. Minus 3 times y. Well, we know that y is 25, so I'm going to put 25 in the place of y. Plus 4 times z, and we know that z is 225, so I'm going to put 225 in the place of 4. Now I'm going to have to work with my order of operations to complete this problem. So I need to ask myself, well, I have multiplication, subtraction, multiplication, addition, and multiplication, so where should I start? Well, we always multiply before we add or subtract, so I can go ahead and complete all my multiplication. So 2 times 300 is 600, and I bring down my subtraction. 3 times 25 is 75. I bring down my addition. 4 times 225, well, I don't know that right off the top of my head, so I'm going to do this over to the side. 225 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, so that gives me 900. So now I'm going to continue working with my order of operations. I have subtraction and addition. What should I do first? Well, we want to work from left to right. Subtraction and addition are equal in our order of operations, so you always do whichever one you get to first. So in this case, I'm going to subtract first. So 600 minus 75 is going to give me 525. Bring down my plus, bring down my 900, and now I can add 525 plus 900. I can do that over to the side, and I get 1,425. And it's always a good idea to check with your calculator and make sure you have the correct answer. So here I'm going to type in what I see. 2 times 300 minus 3 times 25 plus 4 times 225. So I typed in the step that was my substitution step, this very first step here. And indeed, I ended up with 1,425, so I know that I did this correctly. And of course, you're going to want to show all your steps. So let's move on to the next problem. In this problem, we're going to substitute 7 in the place of m, 6 in the place of n, and 3 in the place of a. Then we're going to use our order of operations once we've rewritten this expression. So go ahead and give that a try. So you should end up with 3, and here are the steps. Make sure you're showing your steps this way so that you can show very clearly what you're doing with each step, what operation you focus on in each step. And you can go ahead and complete all 3 multiplication operations at the same time, or you can do them step by step, whichever you prefer. Go ahead and complete each of these problems. I'll give you the answer, but I will not give you the steps. And check back and see how you do. Be sure to show all your steps. You should end up with 30 for number 1 and 9 for number 2. If not, check back and look through your steps. That's the end of this video.